Hello friends, welcome back to DevOps Hint. In this video, we are going to learn how to install and configure SonarQube on CentOS 8. So, firstly, prerequisites. CentOS 8 with minimum 2 GB RAM and 1 CPU. Then PostgreSQL version 9.3 or higher. SSH access with sudo privileges. Then Firewall port number 9000. And now, firstly, you can see here I'm using droplet of DigitalOcean. So if you want to sign up to DigitalOcean, then you can use my link. So I will give this link in my description box. If you use my link to sign up, then you will get free $100 for 60 days. So now let's start. So firstly, you need to update and install required tools. So in this step, ensure that your server is well updated as well as install all tools you will require during the installation process. So firstly, you need to update your system package. Now it's done. And then the second step is install tools. So firstly, we are going to install these tools. Okay, it's done. Now next, we are going to install zip, unzip. Okay, it's also complete. Now the next step is to increase this and count kernel the file descriptor and unlimit permanently. So sorry, you limit permanently. So for that, open the below configure file and insert the below values as shown below. So now for that, run this command and then here you need to add these two lines. These. So here we are going to paste here. Sorry. Now save the file. For that, press colon WQ then exclamation. Now the next step is create user for SonarQube. So firstly, run this command to create new user with the name Sonar. Then set password for the Sonar. Now enter new password. Then re-enter. Okay, now it's done. Now the next step is install Java on CentOS 8. For that, so we are going to install JDK. So yes. So it's complete. Now clear the screen. And now the next step is set default JDK. So to set default JDK or switch to open JDK, you can use this command. And here enter to keep the current selection or type select number. So here only one option. So here I will press obviously 1. Okay. Now, if you want to check the version of your Java, then you can run the command java -version. So you can see here 11.0.14. Now clear the screen. Now the next step is install and set up PostgreSQL 14 database for SonarQube. So firstly, you need to install this. Then we are going to install PostgreSQL repository. So for that, we are going to install the PostgreSQL repository. So it's done. Now clear the screen. And the next step is, once the repository has been added, you need to disable default PostgreSQL module. So we are going to run this command to disable default PostgreSQL module. Now it's done. Now we are going to install PostgreSQL on CentOS. So run this command. Now it's done. Now clear the screen. And now, if you want to check the version of your PostgreSQL, then run the command psql-version. So you can say 14.1. Now clear the screen. And now let's check the next step. So the next step is initialize PostgreSQL database. So run this command. So yes, it's done. And then we are going to start PostgreSQL server. Now enable. And now let's check the status of our PostgreSQL. So you can see a active running. So it's successfully installed. Now the next step is change the password for the default PostgreSQL server. So now run this command. Then enter new password. Now it's done. And now switch to the Postgres user. So run this command to switch to Postgres user. --. Okay. Now here, create user sonar. So now creating a new user. So type the below command. So you can see sonar already exists. Now clear the screen. And the next step is switch to the PostgreSQL shell. Run the command psql. Sorry. Then Set a password for the newly created user for SonarQube database. Run this command. User sonar and password also sonar. Then the next step is create a new database for PostgreSQL by running this. Now grant all privileges to Sonar user on SonarQube database. Then you can run this command. Now for exit to shell /q, then exit. Now clear the screen, and now you can see a switch back to the sudo user by running, that means root. So you can run the command exit. Now the next is download and install SonarQube on CentOS. So now we are going to install SonarQube on CentOS. For that, firstly you need to insert that /tmp. Then here we are going to install these SonarQube binaries of SonarQube. Okay, it's done. And then we are going to unzip the achieve setup to /opt directory, that particular directory. Now it's done. Now clear the screen. And the next step is move to extract setup this directory. For that, you need to run this command. Okay, it's done. Let's take the next step. Next step is configure SonarQube. For that, create a sudo group. Create a sonar. Create a group. Create a group with the name sonar. So you can see a sonar, it's already exists. And now add the user with this directory. Okay. Now give the ownership permission to sonar user and group. So for that, for permission, you can run the command. Okay. Now clear the screen. And now here, open the SonarQube configuration file and using this below command. So here you need to uncomment these 2 lines. And here we are going to enter username, sonar, and password also sonar. Now save the file, exit. Okay, it's done. Now here edit the sonar script file and set runner as user equals to sonar. So for that, run this command. And here you can see here runner as sonar. So run as user equals to sonar. Now save the file and exit. Okay. Now to start SonarQube, we need to do following things. So switch to user sonar user. So you can go to the switch to sonar user, then move to this script, miss this directory. Then you can run the script. Then you can check the status. Now the next step is SonarQube logs. So to check SonarQube logs, navigate this directory. For that, run this command. Before run this command, we need to configure system service. So firstly, we are going to create systemd service file for SonarQube. So firstly, run this command. And here, because we are in root, and now here we are going to add these lines. From here. Okay, now paste. Now save the file, :wq and exclamation. Okay. Now save and close the file. Now stop the SonarQube script. Earlier we started to run using the daemon. Then start the SonarQube daemon by running. Now we are going to start our SonarQube using this command. And now enable. And now let's check the status of our SonarQube. So you can see active running. So that means it's successfully installed. Now the next step is here to access SonarQube using browser. So firstly enter your IP, then the port number 9000. So now let's copy our IP and our port number 9000. Now you can see here SonarQube is starting. So wait for a few seconds. So you can see it's asking to your login and password. That means username and password. So here to log in SonarQube with default administrator user and username and password is admin. So enter admin and here also. Now click on login. Now firstly, you need to change your password. Update. So now you can see here, this is our SonarQube the dashboard. So you can see the SonarQube dashboard. So now it's done. So here, so in this video, we have learned how to install and configure SonarQube on CentOS 8. So thank you for watching our video. I hope you like the video and it's helpful to you. So please like, share and subscribe our DevOps channel.